Just wanted to stop by and thank for watching of my story stream that I usually do for a couple of years now. And 5 minutes of my expression of saying special web program for the past progress and Battle Chronicles. My stuff of my 4th year anniversary of playing Genshin Impact. It's been a long way journey for me to start this on September 27, 2022. And I know that I don't usually do a stream about me doing a hack and slash all over the gameplay. Mostly I'm just here for doing story content for streaming purposes, so it's been very rough for me to kind of like put out words to it, saying something in my thoughts about it, or something I will give myself expression, or how I do it so far. Even though I'm just a regular casual streamer that usually likes to play Genshin for amount of reason for every month or so, and I don't usually put mostly my effort on doing content about like seeing things of what you usually do, or just what your expression about this game mode is all about, or this new endgame that will be changing the whole life towards others. I could not even tell. I'm not much even part of the whole contractor, so I'm free to kind of like rent this game out there. So, I may gonna talk about a little more, even though I have a little time. Probably I'll be saying things in around 60 minutes or so. So, I have been seeing a lot of changes around the downfall of the Genshin Impact game, the community, the content creators that have been shifted. There are some competitive games that will be more doable towards inspiring others to see Genshin Impact as a mobile game changing franchises that changed everything and the future about this game. So I guess I gotta start from the top. Even don't mind, I do speak in an autistic way, so you may have a little hard to understand what I'm saying. So hopefully you'll be prepared when I'm supposed to say. I noticed that the Genshin Impact is having a downfall around the game, but the community is still going strong. Though there has been a lot of community mistransition, broken trust, market manipulation, blackmailing devs, EM voice strikes, false promises, botting, whatever they usually call it, but they are a AAA studio company from China, even though they may have a hard time listening for the feedback from the West side, which have been kind of been heavily focused around the Chinese side. I mean, who knows? It's been a little bit rough for us in the West, trying to make it any better, to make the performance to be perfectly well for everyone, and getting them to lower the microtransactions for the game to be more too friendly to casuals. I don't think they have been focusing promoting about their marketing strategy and the heavy promotion and their accessory from stores and concerts around their own streams. And for bots, those who are promoting Genshin, I think we have a voice to hear, but I don't think they will actually listen. But that's the only perspective that I'm seeing. There are some other Genshin-like games that other devs are listening to the community better than Hoyoverse would, but we'll have to see how long it will take to know if they could do better. Though the Nightly Legion is quite cool and disappointed, but I noticed there are some items are quite a scam. So I wasn't been part of the Genshin community for a while, although I was being on the Hoyo lab for quite some time when I usually post about the picture of the location, some polls, and other kind of unique stuff about my journeys. And so far, I usually don't post out much daily. And the Genshin community around on Twitter, Discord, TikTok, or any other social media that I have been kind of like less following up with, it has quite a change. Even though there are good people who are still posting around general discussion, memes, some guides, news game suggestions. There are some requested help for what purposes for it. I know there are some that are requesting help for games if you have any problems. And sometimes I usually go through it. It's from cosplay, fan creation, and AR art. Even though you may hate it or not, it's pretty much fun for us to kind of discuss around the group. There are some degeneracy, disgruntled, or just people who disagree or hate about all this changes nonsense. I'm trying to be very central and not being biased or anything around content creators, besides there are a lot of clickbaiters around streamers who just want to get into sort of like beef each other, even though people are just using the tech engine impact for like sort of content for like those who disagree about the build, disagree with what they have to say about the characters that are actually good, and even the game itself. And sometimes I don't usually have anything to follow around because there are some cringe moments, so there has been kind of like arguments about all this, and even though they are exposing each other for real, even though it's for the biggest streamers that are very go against each other, that has nothing to do with the game, even though they have to do with the contract around Hoyoverse and other kind of like practices for us to kind of get in, collaborate, and just have fun with the game for just purposes to have fun with the game. And there are some guys that actually do so, but there are some like copycats or just stealing the other people's idea that they want to kind of like be on the trend of what Genshin is all about without the knowledge about what builds that they are trying to do. But you know, there are a lot of good people who does good builds around their own perspective what they enjoy, and sometimes there are sometimes people want to enjoy their time with their own communities, so you can actually see what they are doing. There are mid-size there, so I don't usually get involved with many of the bad dramas or ridiculous behaviors that people would just want to cancel each other. So the competition around on Genshin Killer Alliance are just getting increasingly a lot better, even though there are some other games I could give you examples like Kuro games that were making within ways a lot better for them, even though for the combat system, but for the story arc, it's pretty mid. And I noticed that this game is wasn't doing so well, although they have been approval for over a week or so. And they're the ones who made, I know the Koreans who made the Punishment Great Raven that expires from Honkai 30 back, that made a little more combat more better. And even the newest game that will combat were very impressive because there are a lot of hardcore Genshers who want very more challenging ones to get it, and they deliver it in goodwill. I know that a lot of Hoyo shielders have been attacking this game for some reason, just like Call of Duty attacking X Defiance from Ubisoft, that they wanted tradition from first-person shooter to this. So that makes a little bit different for a lot of hardcore gamers who have been around the big company for attacking like mid-sized company or whatever they're trying to aspire to become the next Genshin killer or Call of Duty killer, has been kind of like proving it to getting a little boosting ratio around it. But they have like mythical ways to kind of like never talk about, or just to have a lot of bots to have a lot of bad reasons to hate this game. There are some proofs, but I'm not gonna tell you what is the proofs about this one because I don't usually talk about a lot of the drama against other video games have a passion towards like making their own games. And so yeah, competition around Genshin Impact will be more fruitful. And I know that a lot of upcoming games with 2D platforms that have been inspired by it will get approval, get their own standalone, and just having things to be surprised to every audiences. I know that free-to-play games have becoming more of jaw-dropping because of the 3D shell shades for anime styles that everyone wants to get into, has become very more competitive. I know there are no Genshin killers that were going to compete already, even though Genshin killer has been kind of fading out like that. So we're gonna see what other Genshin inspired games that can actually prove and be more successful for their own marketing. I know that Hollywood has been moving around for different genres, trying to try something else that is very basically for other casual players to be chasing forward to. For a lot of Hollywood shielders, they're quite baseless trying to like flame on towards other projects that they have worked for. So just leaving them alone, just to have enjoyed both games at the time that you like to do. So nothing hateful of them. Wish you all the best for luck. For the future of the Genshin Impact, I'm not really sure if this division will keep it on hand for the Chapter 5 from version 5.0, and could be the next around the chapters all the way up to Kiev. So I'm probably gonna be stopping around the end of the chapter Kiev. Not sure where this direction of this game will go, so hopefully good for the best. Hopefully it did not end up like a third impact before, so who knows. Hopefully, hopefully. That's all I can say on this video. So comment down below and subscribe to this channel and click anything around the screen here.